We are back, and this is another episode of ink transfer drawing with Mark Zimmerman. My name is Mark Zimmerman. This is ink that I'm rolling out as a really thin layer on a sheet of plexiglass. I'm going to drop a sheet of paper over that. Pretty proud of myself. I brought the paper over here instead of at that point in the video running across the studio to get it. Do something dumb 40 times, I get it figured out. I'm going to tape this paper down so it doesn't move on me. And then I want to know where that ink is at underneath there so that I can transfer it to the front. This is the back. I'm going to draw and rub on the back. The ink is inside a rectangle of tape, and I can feel the edge of that tape with this pen. Sometimes I can. Okay. Alright, I'm looking at a photograph of prairie coneflower. And I'm just going to have a little fun drawing a little coneflower. It's kind of the last drawing of the day. Let's have a little fun. It's just a little bump to that. There's a pattern. Kind of diagonals running that way, and then diagonals running this way around this, the cone part of the coneflower. And then whatever these are. And then we're about to draw a part of this flower that I know the name of. I guess I know the name of the petals too. These are bracts, I think. Boy, it'd be nice if these are bracts. Surely somebody knows whether or not they're bracts. I think they're bracts. And then the petals. Here's a petal. Here's a petal. This one, don't see much of this one. And petal here. And here. And okay. A little bit of the stem comes right out here. And we're looking kind of down on it, so we're kind of seeing grass around it. We'll put in just a little bit of a horizon and a dark sky. If I touch the back of this paper with my finger, I get a tone transferred to the other side. And I'm going to do that here. Let's take a peek, see what we did. Maybe I want to darken this corner just a touch. So let's take a peek. Now I'll show you the photograph too. I think you can maybe see part of it. That'll work. I think I want to darken corners here. I'm kind of running low on ink. And it's my last drawing of the day, so I'm not using any more. So it's getting kind of faint here, but that's kind of nice. You will notice something about this. It is backwards. It's not the way I drew it. Right? The stem went off this way. Here it's going off this way. So when I splash a little watercolor paint on this, I'm going to have to do it, I'm going to have to think backwards. And actually I'm going to put a board under it before I start so I can tip it various directions if I decide I want to do that. Let's give the yellow a stir. By golly, these things are yellow. That's kind of fun. That's pretty easy, at least for now. We'll come back and do the shadows later. I already have a shadow on that one that's way in the background there. This is pretty simple. Stay in the lines, Mark. Oh, I'm not good at that. Okay. Okay. Oh, I might need a smaller brush now. I might even need to mix some paint with water here to get this right. So I'm going to put a little purple in a palette. Let's check to see how dark that is. That should work. Okay. So backwards, so the shadow is on this side here. I'm going to put it on the other side. I'm going to soften those shadows too. So I just got my brush wet is all. And let that bleed out. Let's see if I can dance in a little brown here. See how green that is. Pretty green. That'll work down in here. But I think I'm gonna oh, what did you do with your eyedropper? There it is. I need a lighter green for these bracts. And then kind of a very light green comes up here. And then as it gets up here, it's very light. So I added water. Still have too much paint, so I'm going to come back and pick up just a little of it with a Kleenex. Well, that was pretty clunky work. Let's pick up some of that too. And let's switch to a bigger brush. Let's paint some. Let's stir up a couple colors and have some fun. This is that green I had. And this is a phthalo blue. Now it's a blue-green. So you can see I'm using gravity to let that paint run right down the paper. And we'll see if we can get it a little lighter toward the horizon here. Again, letting that paint run in the direction I want it to go. Just by tipping up that board and letting it go. Let's put a little water in this. And I'm going to turn this, sorry. quick and easy and fun. So I always sign them in pencil. And I'm going to let that run down a little bit there. Maybe run it down a little bit farther. Okay. We'll call it Coneflower Sunset, sign it, and date it 2020. And that is an ink transfer drawing with watercolor. And I hope you had a little bit of fun watching. I sure had fun making it. Bye for now.